Video. If you're tuning in, there is a part one which consisted of life advice and the oracle readings from earlier. I had to do a two-part series only because I had to take my dog to the to get groomed, and I also need to go and work out my physical temple. So I went to the gym. So now that I'm back and have more time to be able to do the tarot readings, if you get a chance to go back to the initial video for this today, November 14, 2018, you will see there were a lot of messages about challenging oneself, being in tune with yourself spiritually, not really succumbing to the judgments of other people as it relates to your growth and your evolution and your spiritual path and your spiritual journey. And also that we don't need to wait until the new year in order to make changes in our life for our greatest good. Okay, so I want you to go back and look at that. I could tell you this. I'm gonna share with you all. If you're not in a if you're not physically working yourself out physically, you don't have to do anything strenuous. You don't have to go and lift 1,000 pounds. But if you just do something physically, I guarantee you that it will ignite something in your intuition, and that you will get more clarity because you're moving that stagnant energy along through your energy fields. You're moving your chakras, okay? All of the body parts that are associated with your chakras, you're moving that energy along. And so I know that it's difficult for some of us to get to the gym or get out and go walking, but I would encourage you to try to create that time for yourself, because it can only do you justice and do you good, okay? I keep going through my cards because as I'm shuffling, it feels as though one of them is turned facing up, and it shouldn't be. Okay. Oh, there it is, the last card. Okay. So, thank you all so much for joining in. I get a lot of downloads when I go and work out. My problem had been the consistency. I'm an avid person of health and healing and holistic healing, but part of that is making sure that we exercise our spiritual bodies. Okay. So if you get a chance to incorporate that, you have to. It's actually a necessity that you do so, okay? So we're going to get into the tarot reading here. One thing, just to recap on the previous video, was just knowing who you are and going back into your childhood and releasing some of that childhood hurt. More importantly, not just releasing, but acknowledging that you have some things back in your childhood that maybe you have just grown to just leave that thorn in your side. But as you continue to go forward, you realize that it is affecting your peace of mind. It is affecting your spiritual growth. It is affecting your relationships, whether they be in a friendship, or it might be affecting your relationship with your actual parents. Whatever the case may be, it's up to us. Challenge yourself. I talked about how some people, just to recap, in case you don't get a chance to go back and see all of the video from earlier, some of us have been just going along and just trying to cover up, not get to the root of the matter of what might have happened to us, our feelings towards our parents. I'm sorry, I'm hearing this candle pop. I kept wondering what it was. It's my new candle, my Arisha Yamaya candle, which is the Yoruba goddess, okay? So I'm still setting up my altar here in my bedroom, and so I'm getting some things to go on my altar that I can, that resonates with my spirit and what I've been studying and researching. So that's what I've been doing, okay? So just being in charge and taking that authority of what it is that you need to do for yourself so that you can be your highest good. Let me make sure that my phone is off, because be my luck, honey. Be my whole luck. Somebody be done called me and I would feel like my whole video is interrupted, and we don't need that. All right, so like I was saying before, making sure that we go back and address those things that keep us from elevation, okay? A lot of people, they wait till the new year to make these resolutions when we don't absolutely have to. You can make that you can make whatever resolution or set whatever goal it is that you're feeling right here in this very moment. Why wait? Why wait? Okay? So, the first card that came out was the Knight of Swords, okay? And as I said before, you need to take charge and authority of what it is that you're feeling within yourself and within your soul. Get to the root of the matter. You can't be in charge of yourself. You can't be in charge of your emotions if you're not facing your emotions, your feelings, okay? But Swords is more about communication, is more about getting to the truth of a matter, okay? And the truth of the matter is we got to go back and get to the roots of what it is that we're feeling. What is taking and stealing our peace away? Do we have an art with someone in our family, or do we have an art with someone in our social circle? Get that thing right. Another thing is detoxing from friendships, okay? If you are in a circle of friends that you are always the one trying to uphold everybody's emotional state, it's okay to encourage your friends. Don't get me wrong. But when they start depleting you of your energy and all they bring to you is negative vibrations and sad stories and repeats of complaints and all that, we need to probably get away from them, because they're starting to steal us. If you are meant to be in their life for a season to help them along some kind of way, then by all means do so. But don't let them be don't let them be what is that called? It wants to come to my mind. I can say it inside my head. Don't let them be a leech, okay? Don't let them be a leech, a spiritual leech, a vibrational leech, or energy leech. Don't let them be a leech, okay? The second card that came out was Temperance, all right? And that's what's crossing you right now. Some of you may be going in a situation or even contemplating just trying to find a balance with everything going on in your life, okay? That's all of us. We're all trying to find balance in one way or another. As it relates to this situation here, and based off of what the Oracle card said earlier, I really feel like it's a balance between your higher self, okay, and your evolving spiritually, which you're currently going through. Okay, and then the truth of everything. You might be presented with some truth that you probably weren't ready to face, but the truth is here. So many times we ask for our guides and our spirit to give us the truth, to show us, and then when we get it before us, we don't want to see it, okay? I've been guilty of that, so I'm not trying to point the finger. We're all in this together. All right, by virtue of you looking at this video, I'm including myself in the mix. I'm not going to sit here and berate you on what you need to do, but I'm just simply putting out what the ancestors and what the angels and the archangels and our guides and the universe is telling us, that this is what we're currently facing, okay? On some level, no matter what is said, you can contemplate, evaluate, do some self-reflection about where you are in this process. All right, so the next position is your subconscious, which is the Hanged Man. That's upside down. Yep, it is. The Hanged Man, looking at things in a different perspective. I said it's upside down because I don't read reversals, okay? I'm not led to read reversals, therefore I'm not reading reversals. But the Hanged Man is someone looking at things from a different perspective, and many of you are doing that right now, okay? While you're sitting here in this patient state, trying to go with the flow, trying to balance out and find harmony in whatever you're going through and whatever you're contemplating. It doesn't even have to be any type of external factors. It could be something you're going through within yourself, okay? But you are going through a lot of contemplations, all right? You're looking at things from a different point of view. I know a lot of people bring to mention that this person is not bound. Yeah, you see chains around their ankles, but they are very much have their hands free, all right? And they also are enlightened. They're just looking at things from different perspectives, which is very healthy, okay? And no matter what decision you have to make, you have to look at the greater of the whole, okay? But you always got to do what's in the best interest for you, all right? So make sure that you're doing that. Be calm, be forgiving of yourself, okay? More importantly, some of us are walking around with so much guilt about something, whatever the case may be, all right? Go ahead and just face that and be forgiving of yourself. And like I said before in another video, if you got to go back and make it right, then make it right. But if you don't get a chance or the opportunity to make it right with a person, make sure that you make it right with yourself, okay? Thank you. This was where you were before. This is the Two of Swords, okay? There's a decision that has to be made. but you're delaying the decision for one reason or another. Like I said, some of us are not ready to face the truth of a matter, but the truth is here. You have to make a decision. All right? This person is trying to be blindfolded. There's truth on the table, but they're just not willing to see it for what it really is. Okay? It could be in a relationship. It could be something about yourself, something that you know you need to change. But for whatever reason, you're just like, no, I can sit here. I can live with this thorn in my side. I can live with this. I can keep going. I can live with this guilt. I can live with this pain. I can function. All right? There's a difference between functioning and being effective. Okay? In order to be effective, you need to get the truth of the matter. Face it so you could go on and be effective. You might be a functioning alcoholic or a drug addict or whatever the addictions are that's out there. You might be functioning, okay, to someone looking on the outside, but you're not effective, and that's a difference. The Hierophant, okay, right here is where you're trying to. This is what you're trying to get to. You're trying to get to some inner peace, some inner introspection. All right, you might get that by going to a community, a meeting of some sort where you have like-minded people. They may be enlightened, they might be intuitive, it might be a pastor, preacher, a person with some wisdom, whoever it may be, to get you to the point. It might even be a counselor. Okay, many of us are melanated. We're so caught up on, I don't want nobody in my business. But I'm gonna tell you, if you don't take care of your business, you won't have no business. All right, so make sure we get into that point. This really truly is going along with the oracle readings in part 1. So make sure that you go back and look at that so you can get the whole entire message. At any point in our life, we're always supposed to be doing some type of introspection. Okay, we always, because there's things that touch us on a daily basis. There are energies and people that we come in contact with. There's things that we might not even plan for in our day that might just truly just get us a little bit off balance and kind of rock us a little bit. But you have to be willing to face that thing and see what it is that you yourself, which you have influence over doing, that you're able to do that. All right, so the Death card is here again. I've seen this card a lot of times. The Death card is a card of transformation. Don't be scared of it. It's something dying. Something is dead. Okay, something is dead. Either you're dying from the lack of truth or the lack of decision that you need to make, or you are at the end of a situation where you are willing to acknowledge some things about yourself. This is all about you. This is all about me. This is all about us. This whole reading today, I think, is surrounded by what we need to change, and make that change, and be very, very transparent with yourself. Okay, if you don't be transparent with nobody else. But either you're gonna die in a situation trying to hold on and not make decisions, which is where this is the past position, but then the Death is on the very other side of this. Okay, so either you're going through a transformation where you are willing to say, hey, I really need some help in this area. Let me go get me some help. All right, this is your motivation. Let me go get me some help. Whatever the help is that you feel like you led to go get, go ahead and do that. All right, but we need to transform out of this energy. And then we have Justice here. All right, if you can see here, she too is blindfolded in this situation, but there is also scales here. All right, and this is in the position of your approach. All right, your approach is justice, whether it be your newfound truth. It's so funny that these in the past and your approach, they're both blindfolded, but this is more the energy of not making a decision, not seeing things for what they are. And like I said before, this Death card, you're at the end of that cycle of trying to hold on to some negativity or a lie or not willing to change. And this is right in line with your approach to the situation. Okay, do you want justice within yourself? Are you really truly ready to move forward? All right, let's get there. We got to be bigger than that. We got to be bigger than the lie that we keep telling ourselves, that we could continue to live with this hurt and pain and our relationships are suffering, our children. All right, let me say something. I don't have any biological children, but I firmly believe that some things had to happen in my life. Probably the reason why I don't have children at this point is, for one, it wasn't the right time. For two, I didn't have the right mates. For three, I wasn't aligned as I am now. I probably wasn't ready to give to another life, okay? I don't want to perpetuate a cycle of hurt and pain and unforgiveness, okay? So what is the environment of this whole situation going on? Oh, I feel this so strong. All right? Be honest with yourself. Don't let somebody else tell you your truth. You tell yourself your truth. But there are ones around you that they have insight onto. They have insight about you. Okay, the ones that truly love you and want to see you at your best, they have insight. If you're not able to see it for yourself, but don't let nobody come tell you your truth. You are living it. All right, you are living it. Whatever the case may be, whatever it is, I find that when we don't tell ourselves our truth, we start doing toxic things. We start compensating. We start compromising. Let's not do that. Ah, yeah. Okay. Here we go. All right, the Emperor. This is what you want. You want to be in charge of everything. You can't be in charge unless you see the truth about it. You have 100% opportunity to be the ruler, to be the master of your emotions, to be the master of your feelings, to be the master of anything, whether it be internally or externally. Okay? You have 100% ability, opportunity, resource to do so. However, you have to get through all of this right here. Got to get through not making decisions and seeing things for what they truly are. Don't allow it to put you to sleep. That's the environment. The environment here is conducive for you to be free. The environment here is conducive for you to get help. You just have to exercise your resources. We have to exercise our resources. All right, here is what you need to know. What you need to know is their love and compassion here for yourself, okay? Be loving towards yourself. Being loving towards yourself means that you would do whatever it takes to be better. Not, again, just functioning, but being effective. Okay? There are things that I truly believe are tied to us being effective, but we have to get through all of these implied tasks first. I was listening to, I'm going to give a shout out because I like this sister. I've been listening to her here now for the last 2 weeks. Aphrodite Stone, okay? And she was talking about how people want to rush to open their third eye. But they try to skip past all of the other chakras. They want to skip past the root chakra of security. They want to skip past the sacral chakra. They want to skip past the solar plexus. They want to skip past your heart, getting your heart right, okay? And they want to skip past the throat chakra, being able to communicate your truth. And they want to go straight to right here. And that's how she talked about some symptoms that you get when you don't get yourself right from the root up. Okay, it's important. The Eight of Swords. All right, this is the energy that you need to know. The energy that you need to know is that you do not have to be this Eight of Swords. You do not have to be entangled. You don't have to be entrapped. This is all a mind perception. All right, and because it's a mind perception, your energy is dwindled because of it. You don't have to be that. You don't have to feel bound. You don't have to feel stuck. None of us do. I know there's things that happen exteriorly of us and some things that are beyond our control. And something, and when I say beyond our control, meaning that it's beyond what we have the ability to do, like dealing with other people and their angst or whatever the case may be. And then there's the self-affliction. Okay, there's some things that we have to truly acknowledge that we missed the mark somewhere. And the repercussions are self-inflicted, okay? But you know what that is for you. You know what it is that you have to free yourself of. Whatever that is. All right. Some of you are in toxic relationships. You're trying to grow. You're trying to venture on your spiritual journey, but you're sleeping with someone that does not. You're sleeping with someone, or you're with someone, or you have someone in your circle that is, I'll just say hindrance, because that's the best word that I can verbally say. It's like they're a stumbling block. All right? And the intimate relationships that we have, we really have to take a look at those. Are they harmonious? Not talking about people being perfect, because nobody's perfect. But is it harmonious to your life purpose? Is it harmonious to your life goals? And that might change. It changes with the season. I used to listen to, and I still do love this particular author, Lisa Nichols. Okay, and many of you might have heard of her. But she wrote a book called Abundance Now. But I had saw a interview with her, and she said the reason why we have so much strife, and I'm paraphrasing, the reason why we have unbalance in our relationships is because you're taking an energy that once was and a purpose that once was for the relationship, and some kind of way, one or both of you at some season in your life fall out, okay? But you're still trying to relive that season of encounter and what the purpose that person served, or the purpose that you might have served. And when you do that, you start getting irritation. Okay? But only you know what is best for you in your relationships. I'm not trying to tell y'all to end a relationship that you're in. Only you need to do the evaluation about whether you need to end that relationship, if that relationship is fruitful or is it toxic. Is this just for a season that we're going through these ups and downs? But damn it, don't let the season go on too long, because it could deplete you before it gives you anything back, if it gives you anything back at all. All right, what is the outcome? The outcome to this transformation, the outcome to seeking our higher self, the outcome to balancing our emotions and looking at things from a different perspective. Too many cards. Thank you, Spirit. What is the outcome? Oh, I love y'all so much. You gotta look your own mug in the mirror sometimes. I ain't gonna flip this card over just yet. I'm gonna share this last tidbit with you all. We sometimes have to look ourselves in the mirror and speak to ourselves in a positive way, not in the negative self-talk that some of you do and some of us think. Not that way. If you're doing that, do the opposite. Do the complete opposite. The Page of Pentacles. All right, there's a message of something of a resource. All right, I'm going to clarify this card because I want more insight, because pages are messengers. Thank you for clarifying the Page of Pentacles. It's not all about the money. Ooh. 2 cards came out. The 7 of Wands, okay? Taking action to stand your ground. Taking action to protect yourself. Taking action to guard your security, okay? Guard your foundation. Get to the root. Again, that red color is the root chakra. Get to the root. And then the next card that came out was the Sun card. All will be well. All will be well. All will be bright. As long as you are going through this, that transformation. Dying to that old self. Okay? We're going to pull out a couple of the Angel Tarot cards. This big old deck right here. This is what it looks like. Oops, it just fell out. That's what we need to do, brothers and sisters, kings and queens. We need to live up to our full potential. Strength card. Great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. All right? That is what we need to do. You have the inner strength. Release the judgments about yourself. Release the need to hide behind a facade. Okay? Here's the Emperor again. Organization, logic, structure, and discipline, leadership. This is the balance that you seek. All right? That's the balance that you seek. You're seeking to be in charge of your inner self. Needing some structure, some discipline. All right? The Knight of Water or the Knight of Cups. Falling in love or wedding proposals. The need to balance emotions. An invitation to a social event. Very possibly could be for some of you. About to get engaged or going to a wedding or some type of celebration. We are getting to the near of the new year. I know a lot of proposals happen on the new year. That might be it for some of you, but for some of others of you is the need to balance those emotions. All right? Being loving of self. That's another thing I hear. Love yourself. Get help. You might not need to go to a person. It might be that spirit or your angels or the universe is telling you exactly the corner you need to turn, and you just need to just have faith that you can do it and do it. I said the Knight of Fire, the Knight of Fire or the Knight, the Five of Fire or the Five of Wands. I talked about the Five of Wands here. Nope, that was the Seven of Wands. I thought I did. But nevertheless, competing goals, bothersome details, conflicts with others. Like I said before, some of you got someone in your social circle, intimate or otherwise, that you need to kind of evaluate the relationship. Evaluate the relationship. And bothersome details, again, you're not wanting to see what exactly it is that you need to do, making that decision, all right? Because you worried about the details of it, just make the decision. Then you had the Knight of Earth here, or the Nine of Pentacles, enjoying life's luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. That's awesome. Flip on over. The Six of Earth, gifts of money, time, and effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan to pay off debts. That might be for some of you. All right, there's nuggets in here, but I want you to see the overall theme here, which is taking care of yourself and setting new. Some of you need to set new boundaries within yourself and with others, and some of you need to get free. Some of us need to get free. The Knight of Fire, okay, or the Knight of Wands. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. That's someone creative, or whoever that advice might come from. It might come from a spiritual leader, someone that you respect, admire, someone that has a lot of wisdom, have been through a lot of things, that they can kind of share with you. Then the Seventh of Earth, seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. All right, one more spirit before we get up out of here. All right, remember the law of attraction card. Have gratitude. I am grateful and appreciate all the abundance I have in any life today. Appreciate that. Be happy that you're about to come into the newness of yourself. Be happy about that. Have gratitude. It's okay. Like, we beat ourselves up too damn much. It's okay. Turn over a new leaf. Start anew. Start fresh. Awakening. Looking at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. All right, this goes right along, right here, right along with it. The hangman, which is within your self-conscious. Okay? All right, family, let's get healthy. It's very important that we always, if you want to be honest with yourself, if we want to be honest with ourselves, know where we are. Know where we are. Take constructive criticism from me. I love you all. I love myself. Take constructive criticism. Know where we are in our process. Some of you are embarking on a new, like I said, a new spiritual journey, and you so worried about the details of everything. It's easy to do. It's easy to get caught up on who gonna think what. It has nothing to do with that. When it's all said and done, you are in this physical body with this mind, with this heart. All right? All in yourself. All in yourself. What are we radiating? What are we communicating? Are we able to communicate at all? Are we acknowledging? Are we having self-reflection? Are we? It's a question to ask ourselves each and every day. I feel like at every couple months, I just really go within to really have introspection about myself. What am I making excuses about? What am I not doing? What am I not moving from? Or what do I need to move towards? You know, those are all questions that we definitely should get into the forefront of our mind so that we can be really clear and enlightened and awakened about where we're going, because we have to evolve on every plane. But it starts within. It starts spiritually. It starts with forgiveness. I'll always say that. Forgiving someone or forgiving ourselves. Too many of us get wrapped up on that person has gone on with their life and I'm stuck here suffering when we really don't have to be. Or they got this and I'm stuck here doing the same thing and it's not coming to fruition when we don't have to be. There's all about timing, and our attitude sometimes makes or breaks us. Our attitude and our perspective about things makes or breaks us. So let's not let that be. Let's be healthy. Let's be whole. Even if we're on a journey to getting to the point of being free, that's okay. At least we're on the journey. At least we're on the road there, headed there. You feel a lot better about somebody that hasn't left the house. You feel a lot better or different about someone that says, I'm on my way, versus if you have somebody that ain't even left their house yet and they supposed to be on their way to get you, right? So think about it like that. We're on a journey. As long as you're on your way, you're moving. You're moving. You might be moving at a slow pace. You might be moving at a fast pace. And it might pick up and slow down at any point somewhere in between. But get there. Let's get there. Let's get there. Let us get there. Don't wait till the new year to start coming up with these goals and resolutions and all the foolery that we tell ourselves just because it's the turn of a new year. Don't do it. Do it today. All right? I know I seem very strong-faced today. Looking at myself, I'm so serious because we need to get to a happy place. It's all about that good feeling, that well-being, being balanced, working out our physical body so that we can stay strong and vibrant and have our vitality to go forth and do the awesome things that are set before us, that are meant for us, that something on the other side is waiting for us to get there, but we have to get through these steps to get there. All right? Not to say that we can't be blessed along the way, because we absolutely can. We absolutely can. There are some people we haven't met yet that's going to bless us, invest in us, and whatever we're trying to do. And it doesn't have to be a business. It don't have to be money investment. It could be advice investment. It could be love investment. It could be compassion investment. It could be understanding investment. Someone that can have some insight. It might be that investment. All right? It's not all about the outcome. It's not all about that. We're on our way there, because every time you turn around, the outcomes are going to move just a little bit further as we grow and evolve and learn and research and get all this knowledge that's out there for us to get. The finish line continues to move. We might have milestones along the line, but the finish line, it keeps moving. as it should, because as long as we have breath in our bodies, we still have a ways to go. Not to say that we can't enjoy on the journey, because we can. We absolutely can enjoy in the process. All right. So I love you all so much. I hope that you are learning to love yourself all the more. If you got to get in the mirror and write some positive affirmations, whatever it is that you need to do to get all of this together, in alignment, whatever it is that you got to do, make sure you take that time, invest in yourself, and do just that. Love you so much. Again, this is Tamika with Enhanced Holistically Tarot and Life Advice. So thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you all. Don't forget to subscribe. There's going to be many more nuggets that come as I continue to do my self-work. I'm just sharing with the masses. Whoever is meant to see these videos and they glean from them, I'm all for it. But I'm led to do just what I'm doing. I'm going to be obedient because I know that I'm new up here, but it's about to blow up. It's about to blow up because I have accepted my mantle in this whole process of life that I'm living in. So this is where I'm at. Love you all. Go out and be great. Ashe.